Elden Ring. Geez, you know, I've probably seen less than 25% of this game. I can't even guess an exact number. I mean, it's a huge game, but somewhere around there. And it's kind of already my favorite game of all time, which it's kind of easy to say since, you know, Dark Souls 1 took that place for a long time. And here we have just an open world experience that this will ruin every other game, which it should. It's setting like a new standard, I think. And we got a new DLC coming out soon. I'm really excited. My only goal for this, and I intend to make some other like kind of more like thoughtful content. After I complete this playthrough and kind of can have more to say about the game. But my goal is just to convince people, like, you have to play this game. If you call yourself a gamer, I don't care if it's just Minecraft. I don't care if it's just Call of Duty. You gotta play this game. This game is for everyone. Everyone should play this game. I'm gonna get my wife to play this game at some point. And yeah, let's just jump into it. That's pretty much my 2 cents. That's what we're doing. So we'll take a look through the classes really quick.
3 hours later.
Yeah. So let's start it out. I was gonna skip the cutscenes and stuff. I'm gonna let him play. I don't know much about the lore, so I'm gonna try to figure it out.
Tell us.
Turn it up a little bit on my end. Oh, that's my mic. And turn this up a little bit.
The great Elden Ring
Jeez.
was shattered
Okay. I'm not Vatty Video. I'm not gonna.
in our home.
Can't give you the full lore
Across
breakdown,
the fog,
but
the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
coming from Dark Souls.
And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden.
Okay, kind of like an E2 Brute kind of thing. All right. I don't like. What are the people? Like, there's a queen.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
So is the Elden Ring? Is it a ring you put on your finger? Is it?
The
What is it?
mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
Okay. Some imagery of a serpent.
A war from which no lord arose.
Oh, I recognize her. She's
A war
at a lot of
leading
conventions.
to abandonment by the greater will.
Okay, we're getting a sneak peek at some of the bosses and stuff.
Rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long lost grace
It's a lot of bodies.
speaks to us all.
It's a lot of bodies.
Throwing flashbang.
Super bright.
Horaloo, chieftain of the Badlands,
Horalo. Got it.
the ever brilliant Gold Mask.
Gold mask looks pretty creepy.
Fear, the deathbed companion,
Are these the bosses?
the loathsome dung eater,
Solaire on his
and
chest.
Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Okay, that was really intense. And kind of bright at a couple points, so. The juxtaposition.
and one other
Humanity, right?
whom grace would
This is
again
the parallels. The parallels to Dark Souls are just, I cannot ignore them.
tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between,
Fog walls. Yeah.
to stand before the Elden Ring
Started rhyming at the end.
and become the Elden Lord.
Turn the brightness down a little bit. Wow, that is so just it is so congruent to the Dark Souls story, isn't it? The furtive pygmy, the shards of lords and all this stuff, it's just so similar. And I'm gonna say Souls. like in the in the context of like picking up whatever, like runes, they're ruins in this game. I'm gonna call them souls constantly. I'm not gonna be able to avoid it. Titanite shards instead of smithing stones. It's gonna be a lot of Dark Souls. But that is not to insinuate that you should have. Let's leave the helmet on. And I wanna give. It's gonna be hard for me, but I want to give context to things. Just assuming that the person watching would be like a complete virgin to Soulsborne, to Elden Ring. So I'm trying to make sure I have a fast roll, right? Unless I'm not the person to give advice, but that's the fat roll. And I think we're looking at, you see in the bottom right, that's equipment load. I don't know the exact threshold in this game, but we're switching from heavy load to medium load. Is there a light load? There is a light load. There is. It's very, very light, though. Once we get here, it feels pretty similar in terms of speed, but the invincibility frames during the roll, I assume you'll have a couple less with the medium roll. Okay. So that's the way forward, the game would have you believe. And this is an enemy that you should do your best against. It's just not going great. Gosh. I don't know why I tried to parry. And that's you're gonna die to the first boss. If anything is certain, it's that. We're gonna turn off controller vibration because that is gonna get annoying as we continue to play. That is going to get quite annoying. Ooh, almost skipped this. A little sniff. A little sniff. Sniff my hand there.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
The Elden Ring, that's what we're
Even
going
if it
for.
does violate the Golden Order.
If I'm not mistaken, which I'm pretty sure I'm not mistaken, this is a George R.R. Martin plus. Oh gosh, Japanese name. It's a Japanese name. I'm so sorry. He's like my idol, my hero of game development. I don't remember it, but they worked together to create this And you can't help but think about Lord of the Rings when you hear Elden Ring. Like, it immediately draws your mind to it. At least it does for me. It's unavoidable. Okay, we're getting some flasks. We have here a tutorial area that I will not be going down. And a golden tree. Behold tree. These are messages, right, that players are leaving on the floor. And that, again, that's another thing, if you haven't played these games before, the online play, the way that online play is done, interaction between different users via the internet, it's really, really cool. It's kind of, I've never actually thought about what is this before. I've walked past it so many times. Oh, a stone sword key. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we need to come back here. We need to come back. That's a quest. That is our first quest. Cooperative multiplayer. Cooperative multiplayer will begin when you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally until the objective is to defeat the area boss. So that's the idea. That's the idea. You have these signs that you put down into the world. Other players will see them and click on them and summon you, and likewise, you have these messages everywhere. Praise the message and then try lever. A lot of appraisals. Stone elevator with a pressure plate in the middle. Screams Dark Souls. And oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. I don't want to play through the whole game with this kind of like, oh, guys, get ready, anticipate, this is going to be awesome. But just this once. Guys, anticipate. This is going to be awesome. If you've never seen this before, I have tears welling up my eyes. Oh my gosh. Are you ready? Time for gorgeous view. Yeah! I'll let it speak for itself. Limgrave. I mean, goosebumps. Just goosebumps, because I've got a tear. I got a tear formulating. This is such a tiny slice. Oh my gosh, guys. This is such a tiny sliver of this game. There is no baiting. There is no, like, there is a skybox, but there is no, like, oh, that's a set piece. No, it's not a set piece. These are things that you can explore and do and visit. And the distance between them is real, and that is a tower over there that you can climb. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Generally speaking, in this game, if you see something off in the distant horizon, it exists in the world for real. Look at that. Look at that. It's an open world. Site of Grace. Lost Grace discovered. Add charge to flask with the golden seed that we got. I will go full into healing flasks for now, because realistically, sends another. Used to write messages to other worlds. Let's write a message. Let's do that. Let's write a message to commemorate our very first steps into this world. Something ahead. I like. Something incredible ahead. It's a simple message, but it's what I want to say. This is 100% what I want to say with my message. Something incredible ahead. I mean, truly. Seek quick. Yeah, that's good advice. I'm the map. No lover ahead. Should we talk to them? Let's talk to them.
Oh, yes. tarnished, are we? Come to the
I hope that
lands
volume comes
between
through
for
alright.
the Elden Ring. Hmm? Of course you have. No shame. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Maidenless.
Without guidance, without
I
the
don't think so,
strength
buddy.
of runes, and without an invitation to the round, you are fated.
Yeah. He's a naysayer. That much is clear. This is too far to target. This is the first enemy that the game would have you meet. Let's go. I mean, like, everything is telling me, like, let's not mess with that guy. You know? Like, it seems kind of clear, you know? He's got a horse, he's got a big weapon, he's huge. Maybe we should not interfere with him. But I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to do, like, a death counter in the top of the screen or something like that. If I decide to do it, I will. If I decide not to, I won't. Just quit choreographing your attack. Wow, jeez. I can feel myself leaning way into it. Ooh, I thought for sure that hit me. I tried to turn and run, and I should have just kept blocking. That's okay. That is okay. Because we're gonna die a lot. Alright, well, upon dying, you will be revived from the last site of grace you visited. Should I do every single message in that voice? I'm probably going to, so get used to it. You will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before reclaiming those runes, they will be lost forever. I didn't have any runes. Joke's on you. Yep. I know. Read the messages. Whatever. Ah, this enemy seems more appropriate for my skill level. Thin beast bones. No doubt. No doubt an ingredient for something. Truly, any direction you pick, there is plenty to see, plenty to do. And there's jumping. It only took them like 12 years of game development to add jumping into their games. Thanks, FromSoft. And crouching. Crouching and jumping. Gaming essentials. But that gave Dark Souls character. You know, I'll try to stop talking about Dark Souls. It's probably not going to happen, though. Smithing Stone. And that's it. Another Site of Grace. This game is very generous with Sites of Grace. There are a lot. I can't tell if, like, I'm having frame drop or not. If I can't tell, then it's not that bad. Let's put it that way. Here's someone approaching. Talk to Santa Claus.
You're tarnished, but I can also see that you're not after my then why not purchase? I am Kale.
Kale.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering. It's only tarnished like yourself. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Okay. So there has been kind of a drought of clientele. There was something of a society that is kind of collapsed. Alright. Building a little picture here of what's going on. Very pretty. Very pretty. I love the different kind of colors of flora and fauna. So first of all, let's go ahead and turn off vibration. Turn that to high, since I'm trying to go all the way up to 2K. Let's turn everything to high instead of maximum for now, just to make sure. I don't want to have any funny business. Oh, there it is. Turn it down to 0. Settings have not been applied. Okay, it just always says that. That's whatever. Alright, I just want to make sure, 100% sure, that we're not going to have any issues with like frame rate and stuff like that. So I am not going to have any bias of the direction that I travel or what I do. I am just going to let the world take my hand and bring me where it wants to bring me. Hey, buddy. I'm the Parry King. I am the Parry King. Oh, and roads. I will follow the roads. That is what I'll do. Let the roads guide me. And just constant backstabs and constant parries. As many as I can muster. What is this? Earthly flower. You didn't hear your buddy? Getting wrecked. Lots of Roa fruit. And here that brings us to our first sort of encampment area, which I will just charge headfirst into. Hello. I can't be stopped. I'm a force of nature. I'm gonna get so, not choreographed, telegraphed. I'm gonna get really fed up with like super long telegraphed attacks. I'm gonna be sick of it in no time. Okay. Okay. I don't really want Big Spear Boy over there to... I really want to make sure I fight him by himself. Let's see. Let's see. What's going on with you? What are you doing? Give me a couple souls each. Lord Swan's great sword. Has a nice ring to it. Wielded with both hands. I hear you. I hear you. And I will wield it with both hands, because it looks cool. The sheath looks cool on my back. I like those glowing kind of sparklies that kind of make it hard to miss the sight of grace. Go ahead and rest. Have a rest. I'm gonna have a sippy. I hope you don't mind if I have a sippy. I have to wet my whistle. Maidenless. Could you believe that guy?
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
I love the boots. I want those boots.
I offer you an accord.
On her eye, it's like more like a tattoo than it is like a scar, necessarily.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
No.
They serve the two fingers.
No, I have not.
Offer it you, I am afraid. Are maidenless.
Again, even she's calling me maidenless.
You
have pink hair.
Maiden,
Don't call me maidenless. That's not a. It's not an
wounds
issue if you
into
have pink hair.
strength
It's okay.
To aid you in your search
Just don't
for
call
the
me
Elden
maidenless if you
Ring.
have pink hair. It's doesn't mean anything.
You need only take me with you
Oh.
to the foot of the Erd
Okay.
Tree.
I see. I see. Shake me
Settle.
down.
Summon me. I bequeath to you this ring.
I've been bequeathed.
Use it to traverse
that the
great
Elden Ring?
distances.
Roll
it will
credits.
summon as torrent has chosen you. treat him with
Alright,
respect.
I know, but you're pausing so much in between, like, every single line. Horseback riding. Use the spectral steed whistle to summon and ride your spectral steed. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. I got a horsey. I got a nice little pet horsey to ride around on. So, this is an interesting question. Well, that looks really cool, except for the fact that it's like stabbing into the horse's body. I don't know. But gaming still has some work to go. Alright, it's not... It's the best game ever, but it's... Okay, yeah, that's definitely counts as one-handed. That's not gonna... That is not gonna work. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have looked away. I'm fighting everyone now. Okay. Okay. Alright, bring it on. I'm not scared in the slightest. I should be a little bit more scared, though. Oh, I'm fat rolling again. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ooh, you back up when I get here, huh? Yeah, you do. Really? Like, really? Your guard is still up after that? Oh, you silly, silly scoundrel. Why are you so perfect distance? Oh, God. Can I just please fish a backstab off of you? Can you just do a melee attack, please? Oh, that's cool. It's like a swipe from the right. I wasn't really expecting that. Where's my backstab? He's not letting me farm it. Okay. At least he gave, like, kind of more, he dropped a couple more souls than the other guys did. Which I'm very happy about. I'm rocking the fro. Rocking the full fro. I don't mind. I'll get my equipment load up. At some point. Okay. Stealth failed. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't shy away from a fight. Right? Unless it's a little bit too difficult, which this is not quite there yet. Whoa! I thought he had like a regular longsword kind of a thing. Wow, why do I want that hammer? Kind of want that. And these guys are quite forgiving when it comes to getting staggered. The smithing stones are an excellent reason to kind of take the tedium of fighting all these guys. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. That is frankly ridiculous. Alright. Down to the underground. See, whoever designed this little staircase into a room, they really understood what gamers need, which is a chest and a dungeon to loot. It's absolutely essential. There's another site of grace. Another one. There's a site of grace every, like, 100 feet. Which I can't complain. I'm actually just love that. I'll take it. I will take it. Because it's a double-edged sword. I mean, everything respawns. I don't remember ever looting this one before. I don't know why. A flail. Ooh. 18 decks for a flail, huh? Oh, wow. It's got flailed physics. Okay. Switch back to the longsword for now. The longsword. It's the most standard of fantasy weapons. We did not get an extra flask, but I'm just gonna rest. I'm just gonna rest. I'm just gonna take a quick second to make sure I don't have anything running. I do hope that there's not any kind of frame drop happening on the recording that I'm not seeing here. Because every time I think it might be happening, I'm kind of second guessing myself. Like, is it? Or are my eyes incapable of registering the awesomeness? Those guys just, I'm sure they're like not difficult at all. I just don't want to fight them for some reason. I just can't bring myself to do it. We're going to follow the road. We're just going to follow the road and see where it goes.
You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
Well, of course. I would be happy to. I can't, sorry. I can't feign that I don't know what this is.
Pretending you can't see me.
It's you, right? No? Is it this? Okay, it's that. I guess I don't know what it is. I thought it was one of the goats.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's a little, like a kind of a lemur type of thing.
Turned me into a tree. You will just break. Thank you. The name's Bok.
Bok.
I was pushed out of the cave. Told not
Pushed
to
out.
come back.
Out.
Not
I was
ever.
pushed out of the
Then I ended
cave.
up as a
That's
tree.
gotta be annoying. It's gotta be annoying. I'm really sorry about my very poor English accent. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen a lot. This feels a little wrong. Feels like I'm being a bully. Oh my gosh. Oh, did he... Is he messing with me? Does he see me? What was that? Look at my handsome face. Oh my goodness. Let's deal with these guys. Oh gosh, let's deal with these guys before I get myself into a little predicament here. Oh, that's ridiculous. How much wind up must you need? You better get back here. You better get back here. No. You better. Determination. Oh my. Why with the running away? I gotta stop making that mistake. I always have this thing where I want to sprint backwards, and it always gets me hit. Always. Do what you were meant to do, you know? Spam the roll button. And now it's like not nighttime. I'm gonna need this. Need that back. Whoa. Had me on kick. Goodness. There we go. There we go. I don't know how annoying it is to watch mounted combat, but it is. It's fun. I can't complain about it. It's pretty fun to do. So, what do we have here? What are we coming up on? Looks like just a fork in the road. A lot of different directions to go. I think I'm gonna go right. I think I'm gonna go see what these guys are doing over here. These two big boys. These two big chonkers. I mean, they're chained up, so how hard could this be? just like playing dodge defeat here. Oh, he's off of his. That's okay. That's okay. I got him critted again. He busted off the chain there. Made me a little concerned. This other guy is just like, hey, I'm just gonna chill and hope he doesn't do that to me. So just 2 charged heavy attacks is enough to just bust these guys down, which I like. I like that. Look at that's yeah, that's good to know. That is good to know. Kind of trivializes them a little bit. Okay. Oh. Spoke too soon. And down he goes. I don't think he's gonna drop anything. It's a small army. Let's heal first. Then let's get this going. Another thing I'm not certain of is how, if at all, I'm gonna cut this together, because you know what of this is just unnecessary. Surely, like, if I'm like having to backtrack or waste large sums of time, that would be something I would remove. At the same token, I'm not just gonna like cut past exploration, you know. And this is exploration. This is like kind of figuring out the game world. I'm like 19 souls per person over here. It's like not really worth my time. 19, like that's not. I'm out of here. I'm not just gonna fight every single one of those guys for 19 souls a pop. I'm just gonna keep following the road. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. However, I'm gonna cut left here just to see. Like, I feel like we're kind of on the edge of the map. Is the impression I'm getting. Just to see what it looks like if I go over here. There's no way. There's no way. I might be like completely giving up progress to another area by doing this, but I don't really care because I think it's so cool that I can just decide, like, hey, I'm gonna scale this wall over here. I think that's really neat. This feels like one of those like dead-end situations to me, unless it offers like another way back up onto this path, which it does. That's so cool. So we got a bridge over there, and then this way we have a little bit of a fort. Let's go check this fort out. Double jump on the horse, really exquisite, really nice. Something that I want to, trying to think how to talk. I really want to find as many weapons as I can. Nope. I don't want to start investing too heavily. Oh, you're like bigger than other wolves. Okay, let's just make sure we get our... Oh, there's a lot of... They're like surrounding me. Did he just climb that? Okay, no, I thought he had like some kind of like a sick climbing animation, but it looked rather goofy. Okay, yeah, that's definitely... That's the mom. That's the mom. Still just thin beast bones. Okay. Okay, I thought maybe we'd get some meat. So these golden runes, you know, they're just kind of a currency for, they're like a consumable, and you use them and you can get more runes for more levels. That's a hideous amalgamation, is what that is. I don't like that. Golden rune. Driftwood. Alright, this is one of the... Ooh, gosh. Okay, yeah. I know. I was just completely letting that happen to me. This is like a true edge of the map, which it's an ocean, you know? There's no impassable mountain, in this particular case at least, that just, you know, there's not like an invisible wall, in this particular case at least. I don't know if there is. I don't want to really say anything that I don't know for certain if this game has that. Some sort of a ballista. Which, they seem to be defending themselves from, like, something else entirely here. Okay. Kind of a lot of souls on me right now. I don't like that guy. That's a no thank you. Although, if I could maybe just bypass him. I thought maybe there'd be a place to rest. Once I got into there, I thought I'd just be able to just... Nope. Feeling a little like eating my words about saying there's too many sites of grace when I'm not seeing one nearby. Let's... Oh, they're falling off the cliff. Is this one over here? Oh, it's a... How did I miss that golden tree? Completely missed it. Shameful. Gave up my stealth immediately. Come on. Beautifully executed. Very poorly executed. Oh, okay. He almost hit me twice. I really don't want the heat from that guy right now. I got smack dab headshot. What is my solution going to be to this problem? First of all, I really want this. Second of all, ooh, a lot of smithing stones. I do not remember smithing stones being so generous. And we're having a forced dismount. I have a bad feeling that, yep, some kind of an ambush happening. But if the ambush is rats, then I might be able to handle it. Of course, we're getting pelted from above. I am just burying my runes as deep as I can. This is horrible. Why did I run into a dark room? Why would I do that? I can't even mount up right now. Okay, there's something that I'm leaving in here, and I'm going to make peace with it and just move on. I am just going to move on forward. Because that was about to be death for me if I kept messing around in there. And there's a site of grace right over here. So that's nice. Probably should have just looked around a bit more thoroughly. Pop a rest. Really, I can use one golden seed. Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and level. I'm going to level up, and then I'm going to take a break. And I think that's kind of, you know, I know I've been like kind of just floating around everywhere, but that is going to be a little bit of a stopping point for now. I'm going to keep playing, but, you know, again, I don't know exactly, I really don't have a plan for how this is going to be edited, so I don't know how long it's going to be. So in the spirit of segmenting and not just having like 3-hour videos, this is going to be a little bit of a stopping point. So firstly, I know for the greatsword, off the top of my head, I need more strength to one-hand it. I'm gonna do that. 2 strength. I'm gonna stay away from intelligence and faith for the time being. You know, if I get an item that just inspires me to start leveling it, or a spell, then so be it. But for now, I want a little more health. And what is equipment load? Equipment load is only endurance. Indeed. So I'm gonna just get a little bit more stamina, health, and try to make sure I want to be able to equip and try different weapons. So it's going to be strength and dexterity, kind of a quality build of kind of. I expect I'm going to lean into dexterity a little bit more, but I also want to have access to like great swords and, you know, like pole arms and like slightly larger weapons. So this is good for me right now. I feel pretty confident about that. Yeah, and I'm not sure about re-specializing your points later. I think you can. I'd have to imagine you can, but I don't know for sure. At any rate, that has been the first installment of Elden Ring. When we return, I will be checking out what's at the base of that tree, and probably going back into that fort and seeing what I missed. So, I don't know why you'd be watching this, but if you are, thank you. Thank you so much. Especially if you watch the whole thing. Thank you. I don't know why you're here, but you are. So, yeah, it's 2025. I'm going to try this YouTube thing out. And, you know, as I said, I want to do kind of more of a thoughtful video on Elden Ring, like something like more scripted, something more like very heavily edited. But for now, just ease into the waters. You know, we're in the kiddie pool right now. We're just playing the game, and I'm having a lot of fun. So again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode, I guess. Later.